So when we're color correcting with our machine, we're doing circular motions. So I don't want you guys, well, you can stipple and you can go back and forth, but to color pack, circular motions are what I want you doing. That's gonna get more color in. We need this color to attach to this red so that when she scabs off, it's back to a neutralized brown. Then I can go in and put my target color on top. When my machine is going, my needles come out. This is where I like to ride my needles. Only the very tips of my needles are entering in the skin. I'm never down to the plastic. So the last time we saw Nadia in here, her eyebrows were red. So if you get one of your clients that comes back, and they've healed after a year, they've got that warm undertone, probably means that you over modified or the pigment that you chose wasn't correct. Or if you're working on somebody else's work and they're coming into you to fix it and you see that red undertone, first you need to color correct. So we put green into the brow to correct red. Now she's back in for her touch-up. And even though the color looks pretty neutralized, I still see a few areas that are showing a little bit of red in them. So I'm going to go through with my target color and I'm going to shade just to even out that tone a little bit more. If you see too much red, then you would hit it with your green again. But because I don't see too much, I'm only going to go over it 1 or 2 passes just to darken that color up a little bit more. In this case, I'm going to use the Tina Davies number 5. And then I'm going to bring her back one more time and we'll put hair strokes throughout. So I'm going to show you guys now how we're going to go ahead and finish this color correcting by shading with our target color. So I've got my ink wrapped up right here in my ring. I'm going to just dip into the side right here. So I've sucked that up. I'm going to pull that skin nice and tight. And I'm just going to start in a whipping motion. So even though my hand is going back and forth like a pendulum, I'm actually only touching down on the skin in one direction. So either that's going to be in your downward direction or your upward direction. So I'm actually not touching the skin on both, just in one of the movements. So either your upward movement or your downward movement. So 3-point hold, I'm going to push, pull, and with this right hand, I'm going to pull tight again. And I'm just going to start my whipping motion. Notice when my machine is moving, only the fingers holding my machine are moving. So my stretching fingers, these fingers, they're not moving with my machine. That would get the skin too soft. I need that skin tight as a drum. Tight, no wrinkles in it, and then I'm just brushing along the surface. That stretch is going to make or break how well this pigment goes in. If you're struggling getting pigment into the skin, stretch tighter. I stretch really close to the area that I'm working on. I'm using a 3-round needle and a digital permanent makeup machine. So when I'm using a digital machine, I'm going in at a 90-degree angle and I'm just using that whipping motion. If I were using a 5-round and a rotary, I'd be going in at a 45 and I would be doing circular motions for color packing. For a softer look, I like to use my digital pen. Now remember, I'm not doing this to pack in a ton of color and get these extra dark. I'm doing this to even out and richen up this color just a little bit. The first session we just did green. So now I'm using a target color to brighten this color up just a tiny bit so that I can go through and put strokes in when this heals in 4 weeks. I like my fronts to be just a little bit lighter than the rest. I feel like if it gets too dark in here, it can look a little bit angry, birdish, and we don't like that. We want nice, soft, dusty brows. The point of permanent makeup is for somebody to look at you and say, wow, your brows look good. Not somebody to look at you and say, wow, you had your brows tattooed. So I'm just going to dip my finger into this liquid numb. Just kind of loosen up any extra ink, yet numb it at the same time. That way I can get a good idea of where my color stands.